Hi guys, today's lesson is you may be at home and you actually want to practice some different techniques. It can be your punching, maybe on the ground. It can actually be ground techniques for those of our candidates that are going towards black belt and some of our senior students, purple belts and up and so on. So I want to show you how you can make your own practice dummy, and it's very simple. I've taken one of my old uniforms. You could use your novice uniform, BBM uniform, you have a spare uniform around, an extra one, no problem. The only thing I've done right now is I took a couple of tarps, painter's tarps. I rolled them up and put them in the sleeves ahead of time just to save a little bit of time. And I borrowed from my kids, Mickey. And what I'm basically doing is giving him a head that I can work with. So I'm going to tuck him in here right now into the top of the uniform itself. Okay, makes it very, very simple. The second thing that I want to do before I do anything else, I'm using everyday household items to have pillows, towels. I've got an old bathrobe. I've got some sweatshirts. So anything you can find. Okay, I'm going to use a pillow for most of the torso section. Okay, and what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put part of that pillow into the pants themselves. Okay, so not only into the torso but into the pants, so I start to get a little bit of a base. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the uniform itself, and just like you're putting it on your own self before the class, I'm going to tie the strings just to make it a little bit more secure. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Make sure it's nice and neat. That way everything stays secure and inside so I can actually use it, okay, which is important. Now, I want to have a little bit more girth in the center section, okay? I like that. It's easier for me to do mounting and so on. So I'm going to take a towel. It's already just basically folded, and I just kind of folded it one more time, and I'm placing it right here in the center, okay? Just to give you an idea. Now, I'm going to pull that up, the pants up a little bit more, making sure that I have it in at the back so it stays. Then what I want to do is, I want to take the strings and I want to secure the pants. Okay, you can do a bow tie, you can do any kind of tie you want. Okay, when you're borrowing these items, make sure mom and dad say it's okay to use these towels or this shirt or that shirt or this bathrobe, but get their permission first. Okay, now I have a couple different ways of doing things to make things a little quicker. And to make the legs a bit more firmer, I have a couple old canes, but you do not need anything like this. You can just stick your rolled up sweatshirt in there, okay? So what I'm doing right now is I'm using the canes just to kind of speed the process up. I unfold the towel, I unfold my sweatshirt, and all I'm doing right now is kind of rolling it up so that I got a bit of a leg here. Then what I'm going to do is put it in one side. I'm going to start to slide it up. What I might do, actually take the sweater off, slide this part up, give it a bit more stability. Good. I'll take the sweater back the way it was, and I'm just going to roll that up and place it in there, okay? And like I said, you don't need the cane or you don't need a wooden stick. You can actually take that out and just keep folding the sweater and putting it up there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I have a cane there. I'm going to start with my towel. I'll unfold it, I'll roll it up, I'll get the process started. Now the good thing about this is you can make it as thick as you want. You can put as many towels in there as you want. It's really up to you. I like to have a little bit of support so it feels more like a human being that I can actually do some techniques on. I'm just pulling the sweatshirt up in there. And then, just for safety, I'm going to add one more sweatshirt. Gives it a good thick leg that I can work with. I'll take one last sweatshirt, do the same thing on the other side. Now you can get as creative as you want. have the old bathrobe. And like I said, I like to have a little bit more in here. So I think what I'll do is give it a little bit more in the chest area. I'll tuck it into the gi itself. Cross it over. Now I got a little bit more position there. And I happen to have one of my old black belts. So what I'm going to do right now, this is actually good practice for tying your own belt. Making sure you find the half. Just put it in the center of the belly. Slide underneath. Grab the other side. And again, slide underneath. Okay. Come across in the front and make your X. Once you have your X, wrap it around both. Good. Cross it over. Make your X again. And now you got your belt all set up. Just gives you something you can grab. I have a Mickey head. You could use your own doll, your own stuffed toy of any sort. You can spread the legs apart. But now I can work my basic ground techniques. Securing the arm, holding underneath, rolling my chest, turning, sliding. I can work on securing the leg, going to a scissor or runner's position, pulling on the leg, over top, sitting in mount. I can do all kinds of my techniques from here.